Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Sports with Mongha. And we are back with the review of the British Grand Prix qualifying reaction. It's just ended, and it's ended in a pretty good battle up in the front. The three Brits are kind of heading it very, very well. Russell beats Hamilton to pole at Silverstone as Norris completes all British top three. That's the headline, guys. That's the big one. It is an all Brit top three lineup at the British Grand Prix. Wow, wow, wow. Nobody had expected it. We were expecting battles again with Mr. Max Verstappen and Lando Norris, but there were Mercedes ready to spoil the party or make it a party for themselves. And that's what's happened here. George Russell clinched an impressive pole position qualifying for the British Grand Prix, with the Mercedes team locking the front row after Lewis Hamilton claimed second place. Having set the initial pace of his first run in Q3, Russell improved further on his final effort by pumping in a time of 1 minute 25.819 seconds, putting him 0.171 seconds clear of Hamilton, while Lando Norris followed in third for McLaren to complete all British top three. It was interesting to note that on the final run for Lando Norris, he couldn't improve, and he kind of messed up somewhere in the track where he had to kind of get into the pits immediately. So that's an important information to know, that Lando Norris actually didn't finish his lap. His final run was basically not his final run. The run before his first run in the Q3 was his final run, and I think that was good enough for P3 because Max Verstappen could not break the deadlock there. Max Verstappen could only manage fourth in the Red Bull after having seemingly been hampered by an earlier trip through the gravel at Copse corner, and Oscar Piastri took fifth for McLaren. Nico Hulkenberg, yes guys, Nico Hulkenberg caught the eye by going sixth in the Haas ahead. Yes, boys, it's ahead of Carlos Sainz again. The Ferrari machinery is backward, and Mr. Haas and Mr. Nico Hulkenberg shows everybody why he is the real deal. He gets his gap ahead of Ferrari. That's not a mean feat, guys. That's not a mean feat. You have to respect. You have to give him the respect there. He's done a great job there. Lance Stroll and Fernando Alonso enjoyed a better day for Aston Martin. Their home grace because of the base out of Silverstone, the Aston Martin team. Lance Stroll and Fernando Alonso enjoyed a better day for Aston Martin during the recent weekends, having secured P8 and P10 on the grid respectively, as Williams' Alex Albon slotted between them in P9. Yes, the Williams are still there. He's still chipping above his weight, I feel. The Williams of Alex Albon, definitely Logan Sargent, was nowhere to be seen, but he did qualify outside of Q1, made it to Q2, but Alex Albon is the real deal for Williams, I think, and that's the video that I will kind of do soonish, or you have not seen yet. It might be coming to you tomorrow or Monday morning on the driver lineups and what we see. How do we see the tiki-taka? What happens in the future? Who is the Williams partner for Alex Albon? Is it going to be Carlos Sainz, or is it going to be Daniel Ricciardo as well? A lot of rumor mill coming there, but stay tuned for that video to kind of see what happens in the driver update. It was a disappointing day for Charles Leclerc, the Ferrari being pushed into elimination zone out of Q2 to end the session in P11. He will be starting alongside Williams of Logan Sargent in P12, making the Americans' best qualifying performance of the year. You can see the margins here, guys. Logan Sargent has been struggling the entire year with the Williams car, and I still don't understand why does he even have a fucking drive. But that's just me, and you can ignore what I say right now. But that's the reality here. The Red Bull Visa, the RB Cash App, the Visa Cash App guys, Yuki Tsunoda and Daniel Ricciardo exited in 13th and 15th respectively, with a kick Sauber, Joronyu between them and the 14th place. Absolutely nothing. There was nothing in them. Daniel Ricciardo might even get a penalty because of weaving in the pit stop. That was kind of weird for him to do that. That's dangerous. Whatever you do, anything you do in the pit lane is dangerous, deemed dangerous in a way. The RB pair of Yuki Tsunoda and Daniel Ricciardo exited in 13th and 15th respectively, with kick Sauber of Joronyu between them in 14th place. Valtteri Bottas just missed out on progressing in Q2 in kick Sauber, putting him in P16, while the Haas of Kevin Magnussen followed in P17 after an excursion at Copse in the final minutes of the segment. Alpine were dismal. Esteban Ocon and Pierre Gasly were disappointing, P18 and P20. Gasly had already set to start from the back due to a penalty for taking a new power unit elements, while Sergio Checo Perez had a disaster. Again, guys, he's like, fuck it. Oh my God, in my predictions video, if not seen that, do have a look. I basically he might be the surprise package. He might just kind of come back and tell everybody why he's the Ministry of Defense. Like, what's his, show him some metal. But then Red Bull, I think, have done a mistake giving a 2-year deal to Mr. Checo Perez. I think Carlos Sainz might also be thinking, can they terminate his contract before? And is it possible that he actually has a chance to get in that Red Bull car and actually drive it with Max Verstappen in 2025? Checo Perez had a disaster after becoming beached in the gravel in the opening minutes of the session, having been unable to rejoin the Red Bull driver lines up in P19. Absolutely dismal performance again, guys. This is again by Checo Perez. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you feel about this? How do you feel this to kind of get, like, the British Grand Prix, of course, like all British fans will be happy. You have Russell, Hamilton, and Norris starting in the top step, all in the best position to actually win the British Grand Prix. Or will there be a resurgence of the fallen Max Verstappen? He cannot be ignored. We know that he comes back really strong. The car is strong enough. He had floor damage. He might even change parts. They might even compromise or take further penalty to kind of get, or might repair it as well. It's Parc Fermé. A lot of things can happen over the week, overnight, and tomorrow rain also might be there. It might be sunny because the sessions were kind of weird. It started with rain, kind of ended with a little bit of sun. The track was improving a lot. But Max Verstappen is definitely the one to watch out for. But it'll be interesting what happens with the Mercedes boys in McLaren. Can McLaren actually pip the Mercedes boys in the race pace? Qualifying, definitely the battle was won by Mercedes straight out. But the race pace has been a strong suit of McLaren. Like, we know that Ferrari in the previous races has known that even if they qualify ahead of McLaren in the race, McLaren has better race and better tire degradation to kind of ensure that they pass them through as well. Dark horses in my mind. It might be a first corner shenanigans by Russell, Lando Norris, and Lewis Hamilton take each other out to make Max Verstappen's life a little bit easier. Oscar Piastri and Nico Hulkenberg. I expect Hulkenberg to drop and Sainz to kind of move up, but it's going to be all going to go crazy in the first lap, in the first corner. Get in the comment section below. Let me know, what do you think? Hit the subscribe button, guys. Loads of content coming through for you. The Euros, England is going about to play, so it's going to be exciting. Keep a lookout for that, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.